no equipment needed,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
burn 700 calories,
Mm-hmm.
all
Mm-hmm.
that.
So you didn't have to weigh your head like that, but yeah. The heck. Okay. But nah, no, you're right. You're right. You're exactly right. Um, yeah, yeah. I think everything that you said is definitely, true in the aspect that where you are now, and me just knowing you, yeah, I don't see too many people like you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see no one really. Like I'm being honest. Like I'm being completely honest in the sense of how unique your story is. Your story is unique. Like we can just start there. Your story is unique. Not that many people have your story, but then starting at the age you started, knowing that you did certain things, use certain things to attribute this discipline that you have. This isn't just a word you say. This is something you've been kind of doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. But
yeah,
some people be over
oh,
here hating on my word discipline, the same people that are not disciplined.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
I just find that funny.
okay.
Yeah.
You done? You done?
But if y'all ever need help on how to apply discipline, please feel free to ask me. I don't want to seem like, don't ask me. Of course, ask me.
Mm,
But at the same time, don't hate on it if you don't apply it.
mm, mm,
Yeah. That's what I
mm,
have to say.
mm. Are you done? You finished or you done?
I am done for now. Continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that yourself. I mean, I ain't do nothing. But no. Um, okay, I'm gonna try to get back to giving you your flowers. I know you just snatched them out of my hand, but I'm gonna take them back and try to give them. I was giving the may I have them may I have them back, please? May I have them back so I can give them to you slowly? Okay, thank you.
If anyone doesn't know, I was talking about him, by the way. But
Yo,
anyways.
you just snatched them back. Can I have them back?
Okay, here you go.
Yo, oh my. See, I put a hand over my mouth. My goodness. You're turning red right now. Like, come on. Yo. But nah, like I definitely again going back to what I was saying, I definitely see the difference and I understand and I see how there's not that many people with your story. Oh my goodness. And so, you know, with that, I'm just saying that it's cool and nice to know you and it's to see the discipline. I was gonna say all that until something was just inserted inside of it. But but since I'm hating, I guess I ain't gotta say much. But y'all saw that. Nah, but again, I do. I see the discipline. I see those different aspects that you stress, and that you're not just a person who talk. You walk the walk, and that being evident, I see why you then would say that you wouldn't want to change anything because it's made you who you are today. Like I see that now. I see why you would give that response, and I admire it. And I think that that last question I asked is a really good question. To be honest with you, like I think a lot of people should ask themselves that. Like is there anything you would change? Because if you're saying if perhaps you do say yes, then perhaps there's something that you're not content with in terms of how you are now. Like you know, and perhaps that could indicate certain levels of weaknesses or things you may need to work on or things you may need to uncover about yourself. But I admire that you're able to sit here and say that there's nothing. Not too many people would say that. A lot of people I know would say a lot of different things. Um, but you've said that. So that's dope. That's dope. Again, I only had three questions, and I know you came in a little late, so we made it a little short. But also, it being one person, it's even shorter. And I
Wait,
enjoyed this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, can I say the things that I wish I knew?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I thought that was going to be one of your questions. But you say
Well,
you're done.
well, no. You wish that someone told you.
Yeah, isn't that the topic that you
Right,
said?
right, 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 right. But you're saying like you thought it was going to be a more direct question.
Yeah,
Right, right, right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could definitely say that. But I wasn't going to really go into that specifically. But you kind of already said it. If you think about it, you kind of already kind of said it or hinted at it in certain things. But you could be more direct.
yeah, I want to be more direct because I got a few things I want people to know. So I
Oh yeah,
got a
you got those 5 things. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
period. So, but
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, but thank you. I appreciate what you
Mm-hmm.
said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I again, like the trainer in me is coming out.
No, go ahead.
I want
Mm-hmm.
people to know these things.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, do what you will with the information. It's up to you if you want to
Mm-hmm.
apply it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope you do. So, nah, let me see. I'm looking at my thing right here. So the first thing is you cannot reach your goals at your own convenience.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is you need to want this badly, be relentless from the start.
Yep.
Um, you need to be open for change and be coachable.
Mm.
And the last thing is the quick fixes only work for so long. Stop looking for magic answers. The magic is in the work that you're avoiding to put in.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, hands down. The what was the last one? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I was saying like the quick fixes only work for so long. So stop relying on the quick fixes. There's no magic answer to
Mm-hmm.
fitness because I think a lot of people expect that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, how'd you lose all that weight?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do
Mm-hmm.
this? How'd you do that? How'd you do all that? It comes down to the basics.
Yeah.
It's the basic things. Rely on the basics. The basics will take you so far. And I also said, the magic is in the work that you're avoiding to put in because people are so quick to be like,
Man. Yeah,
what's
that's good.
what's this?
That's
What you
good.
do this and that?
Mm-hmm.
It all comes from the work that you're avoiding
Mm-hmm.
because you want a quick fix. You want something that's gonna make you do achieve your goal as fast as possible with as little effort
Mm-hmm.
as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even less.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even less than that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I love that. Thank you for actually wanting to say those 5 points. Um, because again, you're exactly right. All those things you just said, I know that you touched on those things as you were expressing your past, but these are points that a lot of people, and me myself included, you can forget time and time again. Because fitness is it's not a one stop shop, right? It's not a oh you got it. No one can say I got it now. I got it. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anything else. I got it. I got the formula. No, you're forever trying to stay on this path because you're gonna have moments where you're gonna fall off. No one's always just like this. As things happen, you can get into a car accident. You can do this. You can do that. That causes you to kind of deviate a little bit, but it's always trying to level yourself back. You're fighting to stay on this journey called fitness. Actually, to be honest, it's kind of like a Christian journey. If you want to call it that, it's like being a Christian, right? It's like man, you're gonna have some moments, but then you got to get back on it. You got moments where you're gonna be tempted, and you looking over there, or you may kind of take a bite or indulge in something, and then you got to get back on the path. Like it's really like that. Go ahead. I see you want to say something.
Well, I was gonna say I kind of agree to disagree with what you're saying, the
Hmm?
whole aspect of like you can't ever say you don't got it because I feel like I got it in the sense of like even though yes, I'm still learning, I am at a point now where I've made it so much easier for my like it's I've made it my discipline has made it a lot easier. My confidence has made it a lot easier. My relentlessness to my goals has made it a lot easier. So like certain characteristics and qualities that I've built over time have made it easier for me to like for it to like be like smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like again, I'm not saying I'll never come across a storm, or I don't want to say that, but I'm just saying like in a way I do feel like yeah, like I got it way more I got it down now versus like ever before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because now like it's like yeah, but I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
it's just like that
Mm-hmm.
aspect of like I think I'm trying to like word it. I'm trying to figure out how can I word it because
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned like the whole falling off thing. I had a thought about it. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just like I don't know, like not. I feel like, for example, you mentioned kind of like the indulging and stuff like that. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people consider that falling off. To me, or in my opinion, that's not falling off, and in my opinion, that shouldn't be something considered
Mm-hmm.
falling off. But I think a lot of people call certain things failures when they're not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily failures,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. Like,
And what I mean by indulgence is like binging on something for a long period of time. Maybe like eating cookies every day for like
oh, well, that's
yeah,
different. Indulging and
yeah,
binging is two different things.
yeah. Like that. That's what I meant. Like I meant that aspect of like giving
Or
in,
like letting yourself go.
letting yourself go. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I just had that thought of
no,
like,
no, no, no. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. And I get what you're saying. This is how you feel right now. And that's okay. But you will become pregnant one day. And that
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, of course. Like,
and so
yeah,
it's like
it will absolutely start
yeah,
changing
yeah, you're gonna go
as
through
I,
some stuff.
yeah,
Hmm.
I've never said I wouldn't. I
No,
never
no,
said
I
that.
know,
Like,
I know, yeah, but like
yeah,
menopause, that's a hard
yeah,
life.
like yeah, so yeah, again, like fitness
Like
will humble me until the day I leave this earth. So I
exactly,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I know that as I age and as certain things
Mm-hmm.
are happening in my life,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm gonna have to adjust
Mm-hmm.
and figure things out and do all that. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, I think there's nothing there are plenty of people that do get to a level where like it's smooth sailing, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I think more people need to take pride in that and like
Yeah.
actually sit in that for a second.
Yeah. 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 For sure. For sure. And you're saying that's where you are. That's where you are. Yeah. Yeah. I admire that. I admire that because a lot of people can't say that. But you're right. You're exactly right. It's something that should be acknowledged, and people should take pride in. Acknowledge the highs, acknowledge the lows, acknowledge the moments where you don't necessarily understand. You don't necessarily acknowledge the beginning, acknowledge
Yeah,
in the process, acknowledge the process. Like it's a
just
process. Mm-hmm.
yeah, acknowledge everything. I think that's where I was coming from because I think when I hear people say like what you were saying, like
Mm-hmm.
um I kind of forgot what you were saying, but what you were saying, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it just that kind of like comes to my mind. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, people need to also embrace their lows and embrace the
Mm-hmm.
times where they don't understand certain
Mm-hmm.
things and when they
Mm-hmm.
don't like when they're confused or like on something or just anything. But I think a lot of people have an all or nothing mindset. So if they're not smooth sailing, then they're failing and
Mm-hmm.
they're
Mm-hmm.
all hell breaks like I don't know. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of people have that mindset
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where it's like, no, like you're not necessarily failing
Yeah.
or well, I don't know. I don't want to say like you can't, I don't want to say avoid failure either, because
Yeah.
sometimes you do have to accept when you fail at something kind of thing, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like
That's why I say embrace it. I say embrace failure.
yeah, of
Like
course,
embrace it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
embrace it. And I'm saying that
Mm-hmm.
too. I'm not saying like to avoid it. I'm just trying to figure out
Mm-hmm.
how to word it in a way where it's like trying to prove my point, but like I don't even know.
No, I get your point. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like
I
it's
do.
just
You be thinking you don't be making sense, but you be thinking like you do. You be doing it. I'm like you said it clear. Like I get
yeah,
it.
I think I'm just my thoughts, it's just like running too fast. So I'm like trying to figure out how to word it. But yeah, like embrace the times where you fail and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I guess to me, I think I don't know. to me, like the only way you fail is if you actually just stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's why,
Mm-hmm.
but
I
that's
see
just
what you're
more
saying.
like an opinion thing. That's just my opinion. Like that's my
Mm-hmm.
perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But some people they think like binging was like, well, never mind. Let me just shut up. Because I have to think about certain things. Because I'm like, would I consider binging like a fail?
Depending on probably what, right? Like it depends on what you're binging. But failure, like yeah, you have to define. Maybe you need to define failure. What do you mean by failure? You know,
Yeah.
it's defining that. Like, and I'm saying, what do you mean, not what I mean, because you probably have a different perspective than me.
Well, I mean, we gotta look up definition of failure again. No, because we gotta go by
You
see
over
like
here,
fail,
what you
huh?
want to look at? You want to look at the Greek translation?
Yeah, so failure right here, it says lack of success,
Mm-hmm.
the action or state of not functioning.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, yeah, then yeah, it depends. Cause yeah, I guess binging could be like a sense of like failure in the sense of like um you're not successful in your relationship with food. I don't know. But
And
at the
that.
same
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, overall, yeah. I mean, I just want to say, yeah, embrace the failures too, though. Even if you do fail, embrace it. Don't necessarily like avoid it.
Yeah, because if you don't embrace it, then I think going back to what you're saying, someone will want to give up completely. It's like, oh man, I
Yeah.
need this. You know, and it's like you said, all or nothing mindset. Like that's a perfectionist. And to be honest with you, a perfectionist is somebody that's just afraid. You're afraid to fail. So many people hide behind the word perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. I gotta make sure everything's good. No, you're just afraid to fail, and you're just not. You're dressing it up to. It sounds nice. Perfectionist sounds nice. Wow, wow. You're really just a person who's afraid to try something new. So you keep doing things to make sure everything's right. It's like if
Yeah, like you need control of every little thing.
everything exactly. But the moment something happens, it's like oh my goodness, and so it's like yeah, you're really just afraid of failure, you know. And so you need to how to get out. How do you get out of that? Keep failing. Like just like keep embrace failure, you know. So and I've done it. I've been a perfectionist. So, you know, it's genuinely um something and then with what we're talking about now, that's what I mean by it's a continual working on because you're always working on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your mental because this is a mental game too. And then we can take it a step further. It's spiritual, right? We can take it even that we can go there. But I'll stay at mental. It's a mental game in the sense to where it's just like yeah, like our mental is constant. There's a constant battle in here. It's constant while you sleeping. You know, when you're around people, it's constant. So fitness being not just physical but mental, that takes it to a whole nother level of like how you're constantly trying to keep yourself there in a certain fitness line. You know, um, but yeah, I think every point you made was valid for sure. Even though you probably did thought that you weren't making sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Um, but this was dope. This was dope. I think the last points that you had were amazing. I think they needed to be said. I think that the conversation in general, I think a lot of people need to ask themselves this. You know, like if they've been in this journey for a while, if they've been on this journey for a while, they need to take a step back and go, okay, what did I wish people would have told me or I would have known? Ask yourself that, and then that gives you a chance to sit with yourself and self-analyze. That's what I'm trying to do with this topic. I'm trying to make us self-analyze. And so hopefully, you know, people got benefits from this and they not only hear but take heed to it. People who are not, especially people who are not on their journey yet. And maybe you're trying to start it for the new year and you kind of want to dive into it. What G just said and what she shared was absolutely incredible. And even though she snatched the flowers out of my hand, she finally gave them back. And so I just, you know, I just say, I mean,
I gave them back.
yo, yeah, you gave it back. It was barely any petals on it, but yeah, you gave me back the stem. I'm like where they at? Like, you snatched up fast, took all the petals off. Where the petals? They... No, but nah, but you're good. But yeah, it was dope conversation as always. And guys, again, make sure you follow her. Y'all already know who she is. Trainer, social media influencer, just all these different things. Go follow her YouTube channel. Again, she has a video that refers back to these points she made. What was the name of your channel again? G?
Is my name Giselle Calderon? But that specific video, it's called Five Things I Wish I Knew When I Started. I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what
Mm-hmm.
I titled it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's on there. I literally just posted it like 2 weeks ago, so it's like recent.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And I go
perfect.
a little bit more in detail to those points. So
That's perfect. You should make a video, like content video on just those five, like where you like edit it to where you just say those five things. And I think that'd be cool. I'm not sure if you've done that, but that would be cool. Like a little short where you're just hitting on all those five things because that everything you said in there is amazing, incredible. Um, but yeah, guys, go follow her, show her love. Thank y'all too also for showing up. If you stayed this long for the video, let's just talk fitness, man. We almost didn't have one today, but G came through. She interrupted my night. But now but I enjoyed it as always. The calls are always amazing. And as y'all already know, man, until next time, peace.